How does one of the biggest names in the crypto community go from flexing Lamborghinis and multi-million-dollar crypto portfolios to losing not just his channel, but his career and company? Is it promoting scam tokens to their audience and then lying about it?
What if I told you there's a project guaranteed to increase in price? I know you would probably want to jump in. This is where we get into the complicated gray areas of decentralized finance.
Is it trying to silence criticism from a smaller creator with a baseless lawsuit?
Plaintiff has sustained damages in excess of $75,000 as a direct and proximate result of Atosi's torturous conduct. I think it's insane that I'm being sued for expressing my own opinions.
Or maybe it's going on an unhinged rampage against your former business partners.
I'm at Carlos's house. This is where Carlos lives, guys. I am live streaming from Carlos's house. Carlos has my Lamborghini right here in his garage. So today, guys, I'm gonna be live streaming and I'm gonna be telling the entire story of Carlos Diaz.
For BitBoy, aka Ben Armstrong, these incidents were only the stepping stones to what would be one of the most infamous crashouts in internet history.
Do I have your attention now? Do I have it?
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be exploring the downfall of crypto's most infamous influencer, BitBoy. How he created one of YouTube's largest crypto channels, what he did to exploit that privileged position, and why it eventually destroyed his entire life. Looking at how Ben started his YouTube channel back in 2018, there's very little that indicated the BitBoy brand would ever get as popular as it did. He didn't have the same production value, charisma, or technical knowledge that typically got people interested in crypto content. The only thing that truly set Ben apart was his genuine fascination with cryptocurrencies and the desire to spread the same curiosity to as many people as possible. Initially, Ben tried to get people's attention with animated videos and meme edits, but the editing wasn't polished enough to garner or sustain worthwhile viewership.
When the signal hits the sky, I'll be there on the double. He's the one you need to call when your crypto's in trouble. He's got a huddle on the side and a blockchain in his hand.
Not long after, Ben decided to take a more direct approach to gaining viewership that involved less editing and more personality, with his daily crypto news series and token reviews. In addition to his informative content, Ben incentivized viewers to stick around with frequent crypto giveaways and community events.
You guys know I do a ton of giveaways. We're doing the giveaway right now for $1,000 in Bitcoin. I'm sure in the future I will use a portion of those rewards to be able to also continue to give back to my regular Bit Squad community, whether you guys are in IOST or not. Hopefully maybe you guys can get some tokens and then be a little more interested in the project.
While the first couple of videos weren't too remarkable, Ben used each upload to gradually refine his online persona and connection with his audience. As time went on, the main attraction of the BitBoy channel drifted away from giveaways and more towards Ben's ability to make every video feel like a casual conversation with a friend about the ups and downs of the crypto world.
Guys, Bitcoin dumped. You may know this if you're watching this video. Bitcoin dips below 8K as price sheds $700 in 2 hours. And look at the image. It's so witty. It's like from Avengers Endgame. It's Thanos. He's snapping his fingers and he makes Bitcoin disappear. Look at that image. It's so funny.
By 2021, Ben's positive perspective on the crypto world would massively pay off, as the surge in Bitcoin price brought in a huge wave of new users eager to learn everything about digital currencies. Naturally, many of these users looked towards the BitBoy brand for guidance, which took the channel from only a few 100,000 subscribers to over 1 million.
Is that Ben million subscribers Armstrong? Holy crap.
It is, guys.
We did it, dude.
We did it. They said it couldn't be done. Sorry about your knuckles, Mike.
It's all good.
They said it couldn't be done, but we did it. We did it. We freaking did it. Let's go. Woo! Ah, man, my knuckles hurt that.
From 3,500 to 1 million.
We did it, man. That's so great. May 14th, 2021. The first day a cryptocurrency YouTube channel passes 1 million subscribers. Shout out to the Bit Squad. Shout out to all my people that work here.
Despite the rocky beginnings of his channel, Ben had finally built the community he always dreamed of, and it seemed like things could only go up from there. Unfortunately, this new success slowly clouded Ben's judgment and pushed him to make choices that degraded the reputation, goodwill, and credibility he worked so hard to establish. Around the same time BitBoy was getting popular, people began noticing odd choices in the coins Ben was promoting, and some users on Reddit even speculated that he could be running a pump and dump scheme, with a post reading, "Yesterday, he dropped a video titled Top 5 Coins Crushing the Market Now, Massive Crypto Gains. The video showcases top 5 altcoin picks for short-term gains. His top pick was Frontier, a relatively small, sub 100 million market cap coin. He didn't even give any reasons why this was his top pick. All he did was tease a video he was going to drop the next day. Immediately, Frontier doubled in price. Is this legal?" By the 3rd of November 2021, these concerns would spread beyond Reddit, as crypto podcaster Anthony Pompliano uploaded a video calling Ben out for manipulating his audience and promoting pump and dump schemes on his channel.
This guy BitBoy Crypto, who's talking all this shit, saying that we sound like boomers on our altcoin takes. Here's my deal. I refuse to go stuff coins down the audience's throat so that I can pump my own bags. But that's exactly what's happening over there. If you go and you look at the headlines, at the titles, etc., there's literally people that are telling you absolute trash shit coins are going to $10, $15, $20 that are sitting at less than a penny or sitting at a couple of cents. And ultimately what occurs is you're watching people who are literally taking their money, they're investing in things, and then they're running to the audience and they're not explaining to anybody what is actually going on, why there's true value being built, interviewing the founders or any of that stuff. All they're telling you is price targets. And what they're trying to do is to literally pump up assets so that they can later sell them.
Serious accusations demands a serious response, and Ben wasn't going to take these allegations lying down. In their now deleted interview, Ben defended his credibility with a claim that he never explicitly told people to buy a particular coin, and stated he was only highlighting potentially lucrative tokens.
The way that you portrayed yesterday what I am and what I'm about with Shiba is 100% false. I've never bought Shiba. I've never owned Shiba. I've never told people to buy Shiba. I don't like meme. We talk all the time how meme coins are really kind of a waste. However, when you give the message that people are stupid for investing in it, and you give the message that you can't make money with it, that is factually incorrect. People have done that.
Unfortunately for Ben, Anthony wasn't buying that explanation and brought forward instances of him manipulating the market.
First one that we have here is this, where over the summer, about 2 months ago, you told people, do not buy Bitcoin. Urgent crypto message 2021. Bitcoin was at $48,000, is now at 60,000.
We were telling people to
buy. The next
buy.
one we have here is that the Dogecoin price, Dogecoin blasting to $5 in 2021. At the absolute top, it's at 27 cents now. And then the next one that we have is that XRP is going to $589.
Come on,
you think it's funny, but you think it's funny.
Be serious with this. You just did a video saying Bitcoin's going to $20 million. That's asinine.
I did not say that.
No,
just so we're clear. Just so we're clear.
All use clickbait.
As their debate dragged on, Ben became increasingly aggravated with the fact that things weren't going the way he expected, and he exploded into a demented rant when he couldn't deny the facts anymore.
We do what we say that we do. And you're over here saying that I shill shit coins. And that yesterday you were saying like, we just go and we say, go buy this and then we sell bags. Not one single time have I ever done that. And the stuff and the words that come out of your mouth that buy into the meme culture in the echo chamber that you live in, it's asinine, punk. It really is. You're out here assassinating people's characters. All I said was, I didn't agree with the way that you worded that video. That's literally all I said, and it's led to all this. It's ridiculous, to be honest with you.
Ben's aggressive outburst almost immediately drew in the attention of the wider crypto community and sparked a debate on whether or not he was truly exploiting his audience to move the market. On one hand, Ben's videos could be seen as just educating about whichever coins he thought had potential without any ulterior motives. On the other, the way Ben framed these tokens as larger-than-life opportunities gave people the vibe that he wasn't trying to enrich you, but himself. This sentiment would be thoroughly explored in a video from the creator Atozy titled "This YouTuber Scam scams his fans, BitBoy Crypto.
BitBoy Crypto. This guy is basically one of the largest crypto channels, but has also been known for being a shady dirtbag who milks his audience for a quick buck rather than giving them genuine advice. BitBoy Crypto went on to Anthony Pompliano's podcast, so today I thought we'd just open Pandora's box and expose this guy for the dirtbag he is.
According to Atozy, Ben wasn't a credible source of crypto news, since he had a pattern of promoting obscure tokens that rapidly declined in value following his endorsement.
He simply cannot be trusted with financial advice because you don't know if he's trying to enrich you or himself. Here's a prime example of that. So he made a video a while back on a token or a cryptocurrency where the price could only go up.
What if I told you there's a project guaranteed to increase in price? I know you would probably want to jump in, but I'm sure the first thought you would have would be, wait a second, that doesn't sound right. Well, this is where we get into the complicated gray areas of decentralized finance.
What was that, BitBoy? A project that's guaranteed to go up in price? Let's see where this project is today. Wow, would you look at that?
Considering the fact that creators of the PAMP were sponsoring the video, there was an obvious conflict of interest with Ben presenting it as a legitimate investment to viewers. This naturally tainted whatever claim Ben made about the coin, and led Atozy to the conclusion that he was manipulating fans into investing in a pump and dump scheme.
Hey guys, today we're going to discuss PAMP Network and whether or not it can pump up your portfolio. Could this be our next hippo pump? PAMP has been one of the most requested projects to review for my Telegram group and beyond. Luckily, PAMP actually reached out to me about doing a video, so thanks to PAMP for supporting this channel, and everybody gets the video they want.
I don't believe that for a second. I severely doubt that people are asking in his Telegram for him to cover this token. It would be pretty easy to see because I'm assuming you can just scroll back to before he made this video to see if anyone were asking about him making a video on this token. But what I think happened is he got paid to make this video because whoever's paying him to make this video clearly needed some exit liquidity. If that's a foreign term, essentially, if you hold scam tokens, you need a sucker to buy it from you.
What makes this even more sickening is how Ben heavily relied on the disclaimer that none of it was financial advice, while aggressively presenting it as financial advice.
BitBoy, you always say do your own research and don't trust anybody in crypto.
Fair enough, voices in my head, fair enough. But let this be an exception, but of course, do your own research on PAMP. After all, I'm not a financial advisor.
I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm making an 11-minute video on why you should buy this complete scam. It's basically inevitable that the SEC is gonna get involved because dirtbags like this cannot resist the urge to take that quick buck and just milk their audience for some extra money.
To fully drive home his point, Atozy highlighted two other coins that Ben was paid to promote, and claimed were worthwhile investments, but ended up going to zero.
I haven't seen a single apology video from this guy about this, so he clearly isn't sorry. He just wanted to sweep this one under the rug and not talk about it like he's done plenty of times before. Here's another coin he pumped called Ink Protocol. He did this on a video uploaded July 16th titled 3 coins to 3 million. Crypto get rich quick. That title should be the biggest red flag ever. But as you can see on the 16th, this token like 16x'd overnight. Then within pretty much a month, it completely retraced, leaving BitBoy's fans holding the bag yet again. And this has to be intentional because the market cap of this token when he promoted it was only $200,000, with the total liquidity that day being $68,000, meaning anyone with 3 followers could pump this token. And while we're at it, we might as well go 3 for 3 because there's another token that he pumped called Udo or Udu. Here's the chart from the day before he pumped it to a couple months later. Wow, look at that. BitBoy's fans holding the bag yet again? Saying this is problematic is an understatement.
Promoting pump and dumps wasn't the only way Ben stole value from the community, as he frequently took other people's content and presented it as his own.
Now that's the part I wanted to cover of him just scamming his fans, but there's more. He also just straight up steals from other content creators. Here you can see that I guess BitBoy is paying for this guy's crypto calls, and he's stolen the chart that the Twitter user Smart Contractor had behind a paywall, posted it on his own YouTube channel like he made the chart.
Atozy's video only highlighted a handful of Ben's crimes against the community. There was no telling how many other scam tokens he promoted to his audience. Although thanks to Zach XBT and CoffeeZilla, we know how much it would take for Ben to sell out his audience.
He's the largest YouTube crypto channel, and I found this media kit thanks to Zach on Twitter, who's always digging up really interesting crypto stories. Now here in this media kit, we can see the demographics of BitBoy's channel, but we can also see how much it costs for, getting shouted out. Dedicated review, $35,000. live stream. Just pay $20,000. You could be in a live stream mention. YouTube interview? Oh, well, that's going to cost you $40,000. Telegram AMA? Oh, that's going to be $10,000. And a website article, only $2,500, guys. Just $2,500. You can be written about by BitBoy Crypto. Now, I reached out to him to confirm this is real. He did confirm this is authentic pricing. But now we know how much he's been paid. There it is. $40,000. You too can be interviewed by BitBoy Crypto.
It goes without saying, but that kind of revelation would severely damage any crypto creator's reputation, and Ben was no exception. After all, the main selling point of crypto channels like BitBoy was the fact they provided reliable and credible insights on the market. If those insights were just random tokens that creators were paid to promote, then viewers weren't going to keep engaging with their content. However, it wouldn't be the shady promotions that destroyed Ben's career. It would be his reckless crusade to cover it up. On the 23rd of August 2022, Atozy uploaded a video titled "I Got Sued," in which he detailed a fresh and ongoing legal battle with Ben. Apparently, Ben didn't like how Atozy exposed his pump and dump promotion and filed a defamation lawsuit against him.
Defendant's conduct was directed towards Armstrong and has caused Armstrong severe emotional distress. As a result of the defendant's outrageous statements, Armstrong now suffers from severe anxiety that he will be perceived as a felon, a fraud, and an untrustworthy in business or in general. Armstrong now has recurring bouts of depression about whether defendant's defamatory statements will harm Armstrong financially and socially, and whether he'll be able to recover his good reputation and business as a result. Contemplating the loss of his livelihood and his good standing in society has left Armstrong in a fragile emotional state with virtually no confidence that things will be better in the future. Plaintiff has sustained damages in excess of $75,000 as a direct and proximate result of Atozy's torturous conduct. I think it's insane that I'm being sued for expressing my own opinions. I thought I lived in America.
Something Atozy pointed out that made the lawsuit even more baseless is how Ben had publicly admitted to promoting scams in the past and had no issues with it being reported by other journalists.
Armstrong is one of the most watched crypto influencers on YouTube. His channel, BitBoy Crypto, has amassed more than 1.5 million subscribers. For years, Armstrong said that he accepted payments from crypto companies to tout their new products for his vast audience of subscribers. That's a practice where he says he now regrets because it led to some painful losses of his own viewers. In the fall of 2020, Armstrong announced his partnership with a cryptocurrency called DistX, calling it the most trusted coin. He said the whole idea of DistX was to stop scams in crypto, but Armstrong said in the end, the project itself ended up being a scam. The project team rug pulled, meaning they worked to increase the market cap and then disappeared, leaving investors holding the bag. The new coin is down 99%, valued at less than a penny.
Atozy ended the video by stating he'd be tackling the lawsuit head-on, despite the expensive legal costs, in hopes members of his community would be kind enough to assist him in the upcoming battle.
I'm going to be standing up for myself because I don't believe people should just be able to throw money at lawyers to make their shady actions go away. And I also don't think that people should be rewarded by filing outrageous lawsuits. Clearly, I don't have all the money to fight this lawsuit because I've been quoted from various lawyers that this could cost $50,000 to $500,000 just to defend myself. So if you guys do want to support me here, I will be linking a GoFundMe down below, a Bitcoin address, an Ethereum address in the description down below. If there's any leftover funds from this, I will be donating this to various charities because I have no intentions of profiting from raising money from you guys.
As Atozy was preparing to face the impending lawsuit, Ben was already claiming victory and making snarky comments about his GoFundMe on Twitter, reading, "The 16-year-olds out in full force today. Good thing their attention spans are 4.2 seconds. I'm sure they can all borrow a $10 note from their mum's purse to help you out, bud. When will folks figure out that everything you try to do to hurt me only helps me? That has to be so frustrating. I just keep winning, and the wins are only about to get bigger." Unfortunately for Ben, things weren't going to be that easy, as the community was quickly rallying behind Atozy. From donations in tens of thousands to uploading videos covering the situation, the internet was going to give Atozy anything he needed to fight the lawsuit.
I think at this time I'd raised about $30,000 in total, which was insane. I realize now, like, wow, guys, this is still going to be expensive for me, but maybe not as expensive as what I thought it would be. But lo and behold, this man is definitely a man of his word, and he sent me over $100,000 in USDC, which is a stable coin on Ethereum. So not only did this dude buy me a domain, but he also sent me $100,000. What do you even say to that other than thank you? Holy shit, like, I'm still speechless just thinking about that. that. But some anonymous person also donated $25,000 to the GoFundMe. Then the Twitter users ZachXPT and PassCT organized an auction where they were auctioning away this image where the proceeds were going to go to my defense fund. And the top bid was over $5,000 at one point. And then all the individual donations from my community and the crypto community, I was in shock.
Now that Atozy was ready to handle the lawsuit, Ben decided it wasn't a battle worth fighting and withdrew the lawsuit.
At this point, it has become public. It's become an absolute debacle. We know Kobe gave him $100,000, so hopefully that money will go to good use. But yeah, so we are going to drop the lawsuit 100%. And I'm sorry this became public. I'm sorry that this has been, misconstrued. But I just want you guys to understand why I was doing this. This was not about a slapstick lawsuit. I know that's what everybody says, right? It's frivolous. It's not frivolous. When someone implies that you can be in trouble from the SEC, that is not frivolous, guys. That's a very, very, very serious matter. And so from my perspective, trying to defend my reputation, trying to get him to remove the video that literally has wrong information in it, that was all I wanted. This wasn't supposed to get this far. Like I said, there is nothing really we can do. The money came in on his side. The lawsuit was never about money. So hopefully, Atozy, now that we're going to be officially dropping this, so that is going to be happening.
It seems like whenever his crazy antics enter the public eye, Ben goes from being a bully, mercilessly oppressing others, to a spineless coward willing to say or do anything to escape punishment. Unfortunately for Ben, dismissing the lawsuit wasn't going to make the backlash going away, as users dug deeper into his token promotions. Apparently, Ben had heavily promoted failed crypto projects like FTX and Celsius, deleted his videos about them, and retroactively slandered their founders.
Let's talk about the secret token, FTT. That is the token of FTX. Sam Bankman-Fried, everything this man touches turns to gold. I don't know. Moon. There's a massive story out right now about FTX. FTT is potentially going to be one of the few coins I believe that could go up in the bear market.
We are tired of people that look like this guy trying to run stuff. I don't represent the people, the fuck I don't. I'm the one who does. It's me. I'm the one out here putting the work in behind the scenes trying to save crypto while these devils, Sam Bankman-Fried, Ben Armstrong, they are trying to permanently ruin it. This is not about money for me. I hope you guys understand this. I am here fighting for you.
By the end of 2022, practically everyone on the internet knew how shady, dishonest, and manipulative Ben was, and they weren't afraid to say it to his face.
Let's hear it. Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? Give the evidence. Give the evidence. This is your moment. Okay. Prove unequivocally. Show me a media sheet. Show me a media sheet and say that's evidence.
All right, let's go and see, right? All the evidence posted by Zach.
A thread from a year ago.
It doesn't matter whether it's a year ago, right?
No, hold on. When you do this,
go and check all the evidence.
Okay, so you're a child molester. You're a child molester. You're a child molester.
Okay, can you let me complete now?
No, I don't have to. I don't have to back it up with evidence. It's just something that I said.
You know
this
what?
woman is a child molester. She's a murderer. She's a murderer.
Look at you. You're shaking.
By the start of 2023, Ben's shady crypto deals had finally caught up with him, as his name was listed in a $1 billion lawsuit against the promoters of FTX. Naturally, Ben tried to weasel his way out of the court case by claiming he was never sponsored by FTX, but viewers were quick to remind him and hold him accountable.
FTT. Number 2, Thorchain. Okay, now FTT. Why? I've said before this is going to be one of the number 1 coins we were going to accumulate in the bear market, but got some inside info that this thing is about to explode in the next few weeks.
Sadly, Ben couldn't handle the truth and defaulted to harassing the attorney handling the lawsuit. It would even go as far as threatening to countersue for quote defamation.
It would have been so much easier for them to leave me off the lawsuit. And it would have been far better to do your due diligence to find out that I never promoted FTX instead of putting me on there. Just slammed up with everybody else. The judge will probably throw it out because it's frivolous. But here's the thing about a frivolous lawsuit. Now that it has been put out there, Mr. and Mrs. law firms behind all this, now it's been put out there. Now you can't take it back. Now you have, in fact, defamed my name with 100% provably false allegations. So, you guys are in the lawyering game? Well, guess what? Better lawyer up, because your friend old cousin BitBoy is going to be coming riding into town on a horse, a legal horse, with a whip.
While all of this was going on, Ben was setting up yet another pump and dump with his newly created Ben token. Initially, Ben claimed that he was investing in the coin longer term, but as soon as the price spiked, he dumped the token on his fans. Stealing from his fans, lying to promote coins, and bullying anyone that criticized him was second nature to Ben by now. He didn't care if people knew he was a scammer or not. All that mattered to Ben was how he could abuse his position in the crypto community for personal gain. Unfortunately for Ben, he wouldn't have that power for much longer, as the company he worked for decided it was time for a change in leadership. By the 27th of August 2023, Ben lost access to the main BitBoy crypto Twitter and made this tweet on his personal account, claiming his colleagues were trying to steal his company. TJ Shed and Justin Williams have attempted to coup at my company. There has been a mutiny at BitBoy Crypto and Hit Network, but it won't work. They have no leverage. Until they can clone me, I have nothing to worry about. The very next day, the investment company that owns the BitBoy YouTube channel announced that Ben would no longer be working with them. Reading, yesterday, BJ Investment Holdings, the parent company of Hit Network, took a decisive legal action in removing Ben Armstrong from the company, and specifically the BitBoy Crypto brand. According to their post, the sudden takeover was necessary because Ben had become a major financial and social liability to the company. Reading, this difficult decision is a culmination of a prolonged effort to help Ben during his relapse into substance abuse, as well as reconcile the emotional, physical, and financial damage he has done to the employees of Hit Network and the BitBoy crypto community. In response to the news, Ben decided to file a lawsuit against his former colleagues and begged fans to support him financially.
And the fact is I was under duress, and I've been under duress, guys. Like, when people see what they did to me with this Lamborghini, trying to bleed me out, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bleed me out of money so I can't fight. And so today, as I put 20 bucks in my gas tank earlier that I had to borrow from someone because I've been 100% cut off from all my money. My wife's American Express card, well, that wasn't paid for the last month. That wasn't paid. It was supposed to be getting paid by people that work for me, and they didn't do it, so the credit card's maxed out. And guys, we're in a tough spot here because they're trying to make me stop fighting. And so I humbly ask that if I've ever done anything for you, if I've ever encouraged you, if I've ever given you a dream that you might have something different, if some of my content has helped you, or if you're on the outside of this situation looking in and you see how dirty what's happening is, then I humbly ask that you donate. Whatever you want to donate is fine.
It's almost poetic that Ben was seeking support with a lawsuit after putting someone under the exact same position a few years prior. With a track record like that, it's no wonder why viewers were roasting him in the comments. When boasting, begging, and legal battles didn't get Ben what he wanted, he resorted to old-fashioned bullying tactics, and took a page out of SS Sniperwolf's book and started a stream right in front of his former colleague's home.
This is where Carlos lives, guys. I am live streaming from Carlos's house. Carlos has my Lamborghini right here in his garage. So today, guys, I'm gonna be live streaming and I'm gonna be telling the entire story of Carlos Diaz, who Carlos Diaz is. I'm gonna be talking about all the people he's affiliated with. I'm gonna be talking about how he got into my building. I'm gonna talk about all of it. Hope you guys are ready. He just answered the door, so I know this is him for sure, right here. I'm not scared of you, Carlos!
For the next several minutes, Ben would have a complete meltdown over what happened between him and Hit Network. From accusing them of threatening his life to unfairly taking his Lamborghini, Ben couldn't stop raving about how much he was the victim, and he would have continued all night if police didn't show up to arrest him.
Here they are. Here's the police. Here's the police. Police are here, guys. So we'll have to talk to him here in a second. Here's the point. He goes out there. He doesn't even go out there. He pays someone to take pictures in front of Ben Dottie's house, okay? And then he tells them, I better hurry up quickly here. He told me he went out there and roughed up Ben Dottie, fought him and beat him up, and Maxine Waters, a politician, told him to kill Ben Dottie with a fentanyl syringe. Hey, guys. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, do me a favor?
Yep.
Hey, stop.
Hey, how's it going? Oh, hey.
Stop.
Oh, stop. I couldn't hear.
You have a weapon on you.
No, I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
So.
I have one in my vehicle, but I do not have a weapon on me.
Okay.
Okay.
Do me a favor. Take out your whatever fanny pack.
Sorry, I reached too fast. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay.
Put your phone down.
Okay.
Put the phone down.
Okay. I'll put the phone down. Okay.
Put the phone.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Put the phone down.
Even after being released from police custody, Ben continued his crusade against Hit Network. He rebranded one of his old YouTube channels and tried to turn the public opinion in his favor with several exposed videos about his former company.
Talk about what really went down. No speculation, no theories, just cold hard facts. Multi-million-dollar crypto empire stolen. A fake police narrative crafted to cover it up. A forged document that's already put people in handcuffs. But the main perpetrators of an actual real life, live on YouTube, RICO conspiracy, well, they're still all walking free, just making content on YouTube like nothing ever happened. This isn't just about a Lamborghini. This is, and I will prove it today, organized crime. This is a RICO level conspiracy that law enforcement here locally is actively ignoring. And it all starts with one undeniable fact. TJ Shed, his father Timothy Shed Sr., and thug Carlos Diaz all are 100% guilty of criminal extortion. And guess what? This time, I've got all of the proof.
The accusations of misconduct weren't only one-sided, as employees of his network also shared their allegations about Ben.
He can take shots at me all he wants. I don't care. He can call me names, whatever. I don't care. But I know him. He's a bully and he's a psychopath, and his family deserves better. So if he could be exposed as being the scammer that he is, everyone already knows that he's a piece of shit as a human being. But if I can expose him for the scammer that he is and make Bethany set up to take care of her family, then I'm doing my job as a good person, because evil men prosper when good men do nothing. And I'm not saying like I'm a great person, but like I'm here, I'm at Discover Crypto. I had a hand in Ben becoming as famous as he is. And I feel a sense of responsibility to call this stuff out just because I know the guy so well.
This back and forth would continue for several months, and in that time, Ben gradually lost everything. From his wife divorcing him following the discovery of his affair, to the majority of his audience abandoning him. Ben had everything he worked for slowly stripped away from him. When you factor in how badly Ben abused his previous success, it's no wonder why almost no one on the internet felt sorry for him. People only showed Ben any concern when he posted this message before he briefly went missing in February of 2025. Hit network for 18 months has destroyed my life. TJ Shred has willfully targeted me. Congrats to him. Cassie and I broke up today. The day I start telling the story, I'm willing to lose Cassie, my lawyers, my kids, my audience, my channel, and my life before I'm going to die without people knowing what's actually happened. A few days later, Ben resurfaced with a 4-hour stream titled Manifesto, in which he ranted about his entire feud with Hit Network, legal battles, and ultimate fall from grace.
You're gonna listen to my demands! I will make them at the end.
At this point, it didn't matter how much Ben kicked and screamed about the alleged injustices done to him. No one was willing to hear him out. Regardless of whether Hit Network was in the wrong or not, after a creator spreads their career taking advantage of others, it's only natural for people to laugh when the tables get turned on them. It's safe to say that Ben's downfall is completely self-inflicted. Ben took his success for granted and got greedy. He wanted to make a quick buck off his fans, got called out for it, and had a complete meltdown over it. Currently, it seems Ben's career will never return to its former glory. Most of his major crypto assets have been taken away, his credibility is non-existent, and almost all of his recent videos struggled to garner even a few thousand views. With numbers like that, it would take nothing short of a miracle to get Ben's career back on track. But that miracle is likely never going to come.